Lucy popped a peppermint cookie covered in red and green sprinkles. Sabrina was obviously having a rough go of it, but that didn't make Lucy feel any better about her situation, which involved her flight being canceled, no flights available until after Christmas, and the trains being shut down as well. She reached into the tin and found nothing but crumbs. Ugh. First the airport shut down, and now this? Joy to the world, your ride is here. Lucy jumped as her phone erupted into song, loud song, to the tune of the classic Christmas carol. She checked her screen to find the Joyride banner notification lighting up her phone's screen. Wow, this app went all in on the holiday music and graphics. But at least she had a ride from Chicago to the Twin Cities. When she'd signed up for the rideshare app and immediately got a match, she wasn't entirely sure the car would actually show up. But when she peeked out the living room window of her second-floor Wicker Park one-bedroom, she sighed in relief when she saw the snug-looking two-door hatchback. For the first time since the storm started, she felt like Christmas just might be okay. How she was going to fit a suitcase that she would have otherwise checked at the terminal into that tiny little tin can was another matter. But beggars couldn't be choosers. Whoever this Lucky was, the name posted with the profile picture of a happy golden retriever, they were heading to Lucy's hometown, which was a Christmas miracle. She tugged her favorite green pom-pom beanie over her thick ginger waves, then she threw on her puffy down parka and tightened the hood. After grabbing her crossbody bag and suitcase, she headed out the door. A couple minutes later, winded from lugging her suitcase down the stairs, she made it outside into the gale-force winds and snow that felt like tiny needles pelting her cheeks. All she wanted to do was climb inside the vehicle, but safety first. She squinted against the relentless blizzard until she could confirm the license plate on the vehicle matched the one on the app. Satisfied, she tapped the trunk, and the driver popped it open from inside. She slid her suitcase behind the driver's duffel, both pleased and shocked that it fit, slammed the hatch shut, and hurried to the passenger side door. "You are a lifesaver," she began, throwing the door open and sliding into the seat. "I cannot thank you enough," she continued, pulling the door closed against the protesting wind. "Like, for real. What are the odds we're both going to the same town? Or twin towns, since I'm not sure if you're Minneapolis or St. Paul, in the same state on the same day?" She fastened her seatbelt and finally lowered her hood, turning to face her fairy godmother, golden retriever. But the second half of her name vanished from memory as he turned to face her, and beneath a shock of dark wavy hair, his broody blue eyes met hers. "Holy crap!" she cried when he failed to fill the awkward silence, his cool gaze intent on hers. "Mr. November!" "Vanishing act," he finally replied. "Or should I say, the ghost of holidays past." He shook his head in disapproval. Well, if there was any question whether the guy she'd whammed, bammed, and scrammed on Thanksgiving would be forgiving of her little shenanigan, he just answered it. How long is the drive to Minneapolis?"
6 hours on a summer day with no traffic or weather. Today?"
He looked out the windshield, where the determined little wipers were fighting valiantly against the onslaught of snow. Lucy nodded. Right. So long is what you're saying."
"So very long," he sighed.